you ever wondered if a machine could have a eureka moment? We often think of creativity as this magical, uniquely human spark. But what if I told you that artificial intelligence is already stepping into the world of creative problem solving, and it's doing things that will absolutely blow your mind? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating questions of our time. Can AI truly master creative problem solving? Stick around, because the answer is far more complex and exciting than a simple yes or no. First, let's get on the same page. What do we even mean by creative problem solving? It's not just about solving a math equation. It's about finding novel, unexpected, and valuable solutions to challenges that don't have a clear path or a single right answer. Think of a jazz musician improvising a solo, an engineer designing a completely new type of bridge, or a writer coming up with a twist ending that no one saw coming. It involves connecting seemingly unrelated ideas, thinking outside the box, and a touch of intuition. For a long time, we've considered this our exclusive domain. But AI is starting to blur those lines. Let's look at where AI excels. At its core, much of today's AI, especially machine learning, is phenomenal at pattern recognition. You can feed an AI millions of images and it can learn to identify a cat with incredible accuracy. The same ability can be applied to more abstract problems. For instance, in the world of drug discovery, researchers are using AI to analyze vast databases of molecular structures and biological data. The AI can identify potential drug candidates that human researchers might have overlooked for decades simply by spotting patterns and connections that are too complex for our brains to process. This isn't just crunching numbers. It's generating novel hypotheses that can lead to life-saving medicines. It's a form of creative problem solving, just on a massive, data-driven scale. Another area where AI shines is in what we call generative design. This is where things get really cool. Imagine you're an engineer designing a new chair. You could give an AI a set of constraints. It needs to support a certain weight, use a specific amount of material, and be manufactured in a particular way. Then you let the AI loose. It will run through thousands, even millions, of possible designs, iterating and evolving them based on your rules. The results are often these strange, organic, almost alien-looking structures that are incredibly efficient and strong. A human designer would likely never have conceived of them because our thinking is shaped by our experience and established aesthetics. The AI, free from these biases, explores the entire solution space and finds the most optimal design, which is, by definition, a novel and creative solution. We're seeing this in architecture, aerospace engineering, and even product design. But hold on, this sounds more like super-powered optimization than genuine creativity, right? This is the core of the paradox. AI is brilliant at what's called combinatorial creativity. It can take existing elements, data points, design principles, musical notes, words, and rearrange them in new and interesting ways based on the rules it's been given. Think of generative art AI models like Midjourney or DALL-E. You give them a prompt, like an astronaut riding a horse in a photorealistic style. And they combine the concepts of astronaut, horse, and photorealism to create a stunning, novel image. It's an incredible feat of combining existing ideas. But is it the same as a human artist who draws upon personal experiences, emotions, and a deep understanding of culture to create a piece of art that conveys a profound message? This brings us to the limitations of AI. Current AI doesn't have consciousness, emotions, or lived experiences. It doesn't understand the why behind its creations. An AI can write a poem about heartbreak, but it has never felt heartbreak. It learns the statistical relationships between words associated with that emotion from a massive amount of text it was try. Net on so. While the poem might be technically perfect and even emotionally evocative to a human reader, it's a sophisticated mimicry, not a genuine expression of feeling. True creative breakthroughs often come from a deep, intuitive understanding of the human condition, from empathy, from a sudden insight that connects a personal memory to a universal truth. This is a realm that AI has yet to enter. Furthermore, AI struggles with problems that are ill-defined or require a fundamental shift in perspective. A human can be faced with a completely new situation and use analogy and metaphor to reframe the problem in a way that makes it solvable. This is the kind of out-of-the-box thinking that leads to scientific revolutions. AI, on the other hand, is typically bound by the data and the framework it was trained on. It's great at exploring within a defined box, even a very large one, but it can't easily build a new box entirely on its own. It doesn't have common sense or a real-world understanding to guide it when the rules of the game suddenly change. So where does this leave us? Is AI a threat to human creativity? I don't think so. I think the most powerful and exciting future is one where human and AI creativity work together in a symbiotic partnership. Think of it as a collaboration. The AI acts as an incredible tool, a creative co-pilot that can handle the heavy lifting of data analysis, generate 1,000 different starting points, and show us possibilities we would never have imagined on our own. It can free us from the tedious parts of the creative process and broaden our horizons. But the human is still in the driver's seat. We bring the intent, the vision, the emotional intelligence, and the critical judgment. We are the ones who can look at the AI's output, see the spark of a brilliant idea, and nurture it into something truly meaningful. The human curator, the director, the storyteller, our role becomes even more important. For example, a musician could use an AI to generate a dozen interesting chord progressions they wouldn't have thought of. Then, the musician can select the most compelling one and use their own skill and emotion to build a full song around it, adding a melody, lyrics, and a performance that resonates with listeners. An architect might use generative design to find the most efficient structure for a building, but then use their own artistic vision to refine the aesthetics and ensure the space feels welcoming and inspiring to the people who will use it. It's a centaur model, like the mythical creature that combined the intelligence of a human with the power of a horse. This human-AI collaboration is where the real magic will happen. So can AI truly master creative problem-solving? If by master, we mean replicate the full spectrum of human creativity with its emotional depth, consciousness, and intuitive leaps of faith, then the answer, for now, is no. But if we see it as a powerful new way to approach problems, to generate novelty, and to augment our own creative abilities, then the answer is a resounding yes. AI is not coming for our creativity. It's here to amplify it. It's a tool that challenges us to think differently, to ask bigger questions, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. The future of creativity isn't about human versus machine. It's about human asterisk with asterisk machine. And that is a future I find incredibly exciting. What do you think? Are you excited or worried about AI's role in creativity? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content exploring the intersection of technology and humanity. See you in the next one.